So you're sporting a little bit of a different look here. What prompted
the hair?
Yeah.
Just a fresh start. I got it right after New Year's.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what, let's just do it for the new year. I got sick of it. It was a lot of maintenance, so I was ready for a new start. Chopped it off.
Coach Foss said he didn't recognize you the first time he saw you.
Yeah, it's a funny story. So I got it over New Year's break. Come back to the facility. We have a team dinner, team meeting on Sunday, and I was in the weight room getting a little lift in, and he was walking through, and he stopped, and he kind of looked at me, and I was just lifting. He goes over to one of the coaches. He's like, "Who is that?" And he told me this after, and he comes up. He's like, "Huddy," and I was like, "What up?" He's like, "I didn't even recognize you. I thought you were an alum." I was like, I guess the hair does a lot, so it was a funny story.
So a little bit sleeker. Feel
Oh
good
yeah,
with the helmet?
it's aerodynamic.
Yeah.
So feeling a lot faster.
How faster? How much faster?
Oh, a lot faster. You got a little jump start and everything, but no, it's a lot less maintenance, like I said, and it's easy to do in the morning. I mean, that long hair got ridiculous, but it was a phase.
Coach was saying, he's thrilled you're back this year. Obviously, not under the circumstances anybody wanted, but in a way to come back and maybe be the featured tight end this year. How excited are you about this role and the potential that you could have with this offense?
Yeah. Well, one, this offense is explosive. I mean, we have so many playmakers. Obviously, Nico at quarterback. He's one of the most impressive players I've ever been around. So it's exciting, just not only for me but everyone. And the way Coach Sincere uses all the tight ends, the receivers, running backs, it's going to be a special offense this year. So I'm just excited, one, to be back. It's been a long time missing this field and the team. So I'm just excited to be back out here with all the guys.
Have you given much thought to what that first game back is going to be like?
When we were at the spring showcase at the Rose Bowl, I kind of soaked it in, realizing I'm finally going to be able to run out there for Utah. And because it was a long season being away from the team, on the sideline, not suiting up. It was a lot of mental battles, obstacles I had to go, obviously physical too, but I'm just really excited. I know it's going to be an emotional day, but I think it's going to be emotional in a positive way. So.
And I think, when I think back to when we talked to, I think it was Jack back in the spring, you talked about how, guys were, doing whatever they could to pitch in, give you a ride wherever you needed, that sort of thing. What was it like just having that support from your teammates?
It was amazing. Not only just the teammates, but the coaches too. So that tight end room last year, each one of them took care of me. I wasn't able to put any weight on my leg for about 2 months. So you can only imagine what the things I had to go through. John, he's my roommate right now, back in Westwood. And Michael Churich, he was my roommate during that time too. So he was just, I couldn't carry anything in my room. I had crutches. So just the small stuff. You take walking for granted. And I never thought I'd go through that. And I remember I saw you guys. I saw you at the NCAA game.
Yeah.
And that was the first day I was off crutches.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so I felt like a new man. And but no, that like Coach Neuheisel, Coach Foss. They offered rides if I needed to go to rehab. They did everything. It was honestly a cool experience to kind of step back and be like, wow, these are true friends of mine, true people in my life that want to take care of me. Because I don't think I would have been able to do all the things I could during that time without them. So it was amazing.
Can you tell us about we've talked a lot about the Brotherhood meetings. Was there something that stood out to you that somebody said that really kind of touched you or made you think something?
So the coolest thing about those is we got to hear from all the coaches, and I've heard stories, and I thought I know some of these coaches, but I've heard stories I never thought I'd really heard about or knew about before I met them. So it was really cool getting to know them on a deeper level, just being a coach. The defensive coaches, some of them I haven't talked to, so I got a chance to not only hear their story, but the tight ends got to break out with them. And I think one thing I really liked, Coach Sincere said, he's like, don't stop thinking about what other people think about you and just think about you yourself. So it was a cool, because you don't want to let others' input affect you, because at the end of the day, all we have is each other. So the motto this year is we over me. So it's a team collective, and football is the greatest team sport. So you really got to have that, each other's back. My brother's keeper. So it was cool to hear everyone's stories.
Coming off kind of that breakout year before your injury, how difficult was that rehab process, knowing it's going to be a while before you can get back out there?
Yeah, it's a really good question, because when I got hurt, it was one of the most painful things, but immediately, right when I was on the ground, I immediately thought, like, am I going to be able to play again? And I remember when I was on the ground, Coach Foss ran over me. He was standing over me. And I remember asking him, I was like, I didn't really ask him. I was yelling at him. I was like, I just want to play. I just want to play. And immediately that day, got the MRI, the results, ACL tear, meniscus tear. And I go on my phone, start Googling, like, what's the rehab process? How long does it take? And that span is from 8 to 10 months. So I was like, okay, I could get through this. But to be honest, through that battle, I've had a lot of things pop up that I never would have imagined. And I was talking to UCLA alum Josh Woods. He's been through a lot of knee injuries. He was a really big mentor of mine during this process. And he said, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself. And I said, I just don't know what else I can learn through this process. At the time, I was kind of, okay, maybe we'll see. And I really learned how much I love this game when it's taken away from me. And like I said, being gone for 15 months, not being able to practice that long, do anything that long, it really made me step back and think, how bad do I really want it? So the rehab process was difficult, but I knew the harder I pushed myself during that process, the better outcome I would get in the end. So I had a battle, second cleanup surgery. I had a bunch of things pop up, and it was nothing easy at all. But I did learn a lot about myself and a lot about my team, because every day they would ask me how I was doing, reach out if I need anything, let them know. So I can only thank them enough for that. And it's been pretty amazing to kind of see the support I got.
Coach Foster, when you got injured, I remember he was choked up, like was struggling to step aside and then come back to the podium to talk to the media. Can you kind of talk about the support from the coaching staff and what you felt from them?
Yeah, I've been here extremely long, and I've seen a lot of things. And the cool thing about being here this long is, one, I've met a lot of people, but I've been here to see Coach Foss grow, Coach Neuheisel grow, just like they've seen me grow. So it's been a cool mutualistic relationship where we get to kind of lean on each other. And during that time, Coach Foss and I have had these conversations because he's had injuries throughout his college and NFL career. And he told me, he's like, you just got to come back stronger. But seeing how hurt he was for me, it meant a lot. And I know there's a lot of unknowns in this game. But for him to come up, text me, call me, make sure I'm doing good. I mean, it just means the world to have a head coach that looks out for their players like that. So I can only thank him so much. It's just amazing to be around this type of culture.
Was it any kind of chore to get the year back from the NCAA?
I thought it would be, but it wasn't, because the timing of my injury, since I got hurt in spring,
right,
they knew I was going to be out the whole season, versus if you play 4 or 5 games, they're like, ooh, you're onto this baseline. So, I mean, when I immediately got hurt, I didn't know,
right,
but I talked to compliance. Coach Neuheisel was like, dude, you're fine. And then Coach Foss was like, hey, the good thing is I got you for another year. And so I was like, man, this is a whole nother year. I mean, I would have called you crazy if you thought, if you told me I was going to be here this long. But I think there's a silver lining to all this, and I've learned so much, and I've gotten to know so many people, and being at a prestigious university like UCLA, it's an amazing experience. And so why not enjoy it while you're here? So it's a long process, but look where I'm at now, and I'm excited to be here.
What degree are you on right now?
What's that?
What degree are you on right now?
So I just finished my second master's, so 3rd degree. So I did the Shea Pitts route, CG Chase Griffin route too. So I got my master's in legal studies through the law school. So immediately, right when I got hurt, I was like, okay, I got to start thinking I'm going to be around for another 1.5 years. I don't want to just sit around, take classes I'm not really interested in. So why not start another degree? So I went through the interview process for that program, and got in right in the deadline. I was like, sweet, let's do it. So the cool thing about, well, I shouldn't say cool thing, I don't know how to say this, me being hurt gave me more time to focus on school. So Coach Foss was like, listen, you're a student athlete, academics come first. If you need to go to class, and my schedule was that's Key and Gary. Key's my roommate here at Costa Mesa. So I got lucky being with the comedian of the team, and he's good about going to sleep early. So back to what I was saying. He made sure academics come first, So he said, hey, listen, if you got to miss a meeting, go take care of school, finish that. So I graduated in May, and now I'm starting an extension program in project management, and I'll do that for this fall quarter, and then I could finally say I'm done school. It's a long process.
You got the doctorate coming up next.
If you would have told me I was going to be here this long, I would have started the doctor right away. You can call me Dr. Habermehl.
I love it.
Awesome.
Thank you.